Now, 2020 was an unpredictable year, to say the least. Having a nest egg to deal with all of those challenges is one thing if you're a family, but what if you're an entire community? Fortunately, the Community Foundation of Holland Zeeland was ready, as they've been preparing not only for what's happening today, but for whatever may come in the future. Take a listen.
The Community Foundation exists to ensure that the Holland Zeeland area thrives today, tomorrow, and forever. We do that by building a permanent community endowment so that we always have resources to respond to needs and opportunities as they arise. And we partner with donors to help make sure their resources are making the difference they want to make in our community. So people always ask, why an endowment? What's the point of having these dollars? An endowment at its core is really a savings account. It is where you put resources for that unknown future need, or maybe even planned future need. In our case, over the last 65 years, thousands of folks have given $5, $500, $500,000 into what is now over $20 million in a community endowment. You say, 20 million, that's a lot of resources. We invest those dollars and we spend 5% of them every year back out into the community. And the whole theory is when unknown things arise, and let's be honest, 2020, unknown things have arisen, that you have resources to respond quickly, no matter what the need is. Mental health, education, economic development, racial justice, whatever it is, you can respond to that moment, and that's the importance of the Community Endowment. So early on, we did an emergency response for the first 8 weeks, keeping people fed, housed, and healthy. Simple. It was just getting dollars out because it was a free fall. Then we actually used assets from the endowment to back lines of credit for nonprofits who just needed operating cash. So we didn't even give them a grant, we just backed their line of credit, which freed up another $1.7 million in operating funds for local nonprofits. Then we focused on a stabilization phase. It was 6 months where we took our dollars and focused on education, mental health, and financial stability. But the key there, those all sound good, but to give you an example of what that means, on financial stability, we funded an eviction diversion program. We know that if you can keep people in their home, you stop that spiral that starts down into poverty. So we focused on eviction diversion, folks with 7-day notices. On the education side, we funded our youth-serving nonprofits who usually provide after-school services to put their hours for their staff during the day so they could serve students who were virtual learning, who didn't have all the supports at home. They already had the relationships with students, and they usually did things 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Let's put them on staff from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and use those relationships for those students during virtual learning. Those are the kind of examples of how we used those dollars from the endowment this year, but it was only possible because we had the dollars. All these folks that gave over the last 6 decades, they didn't know that 2020 was going to happen, that COVID was going to happen. But because we had the dollars there, we could respond in real time, no matter what the situation was, to make it happen. In the spring, when everything was going down, the stock market was going down as well. So we were watching our investments go down, but we had to look ourselves in the eye and say the whole reason we exist is to provide resources in the moment of greatest need. So you got to set that aside, and you got to say we are here for this moment. So not only did we deliver on what we were planning on doing, we actually gave more this year than what our normal spending policy would call for, because this was the moment. When the COVID response was starting to settle in, we all remember what happened in late May and June. There was a racial justice moment in our country and in our community. And so we looked at ourselves and said, yes, we just pulled out all the stops for COVID response, but this is an important opportunity to make progress on a key issue for our community. So we dug deep again, allocated $100,000 specifically towards organizations furthering racial equity, racial justice in our community, because we knew there was an opportunity there. People were tuning in, they were listening, they were participating in webinars, they were reading things, they were going to trainings. And such is another example. While COVID response was happening, the flexibility of the endowment and the ability to dig deep when the moment was there allowed us to fund those racial justice grants as well. That's why our mission statement says to seek to ensure that our community thrives today, tomorrow, and forever. We're not just focused on today, not even just tomorrow. We are actually focused on decades in the future when we don't know what's going to happen. I spent 10 years here saying that we were preparing for an unknown future, and everyone says, yeah. COVID-19, 2020 was that unknown future. I didn't predict it, but that's the kind of thing you need those resources to respond to. There is a Community Foundation in every county in the state of Michigan. So we happen to be here in Ottawa County serving the Holland Zeeland area, but I would encourage you to think about that future, investing in a permanent community endowment, whether you're in Muskegon or Grand Haven or Grand Rapids, Fremont, or the Holland Zeeland area. You have an opportunity to invest both in today, but tomorrow and forever. And remember that it's the flexibility to respond in the moment that is key here. So we'd encourage folks to get involved by supporting the community endowment during their lifetime. Also, we do a lot of estate gifts. When you aren't here, but you still want your community to thrive and be able to respond to things, that's where the community endowment matters. So we'd encourage folks to think about that. If you care about your community today, tomorrow, and forever, a community foundation and their community endowment is a great way to invest.
It does take a community, that's for sure. The Community Foundation Holland Zeeland is located at 85 East 8th Street, Suite 110 in Holland. You can give them a call at 616-396-6590 or check them out online at cfhz.org.